dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you. I say one dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you. Think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you.
From the desk of Chief Abundance, I salute the global community of Tiashans. A Happy New Year, and may we have an abundance of blessings. As our theme for 2023, the year of abundance. How can we achieve this abundance? There are some questions that we need to answer. Number one, what is it that is in our hands? What is it? Then we need to find out how did this system came about and the legitimacy of it. Because if we do not know the foundation, the legitimacy of cryptocurrency and our actions that can either appreciate or depreciate it, we will never achieve that to which our theme imply, the year of abundance. We need to first value and appreciate the gift that we are blessed with. A system with rules without rulers. A system that equalizes based on a level of understanding. I submit to the global community of Tiashans that all the criterias to bring a coin to certification, TAC, has passed with flying colors. And so, Tiashan must appreciate what they have in their hands. The price of the coin do not determine the legitimacy or the illegitimacy of the coin. The price of the coin does not make it illegal or legal or a scam or not a scam. That's not how you qualify a coin. What is the procedure to bring a coin to market? That's the other question one has to ask. And after you have asked that question, another question should likely be, did TAC go through the process to become a certified coin today on 3 exchanges? And in addition, you need to ask yourself the question, is TAC tradable? Is it tradable? Or is it trading with any other global coins? Because if it's not tradable, if you cannot exchange it, then you don't have any coin. There's a lot of coin with big value, but they cannot be traded for any of the coins that you see on CoinMarketCap. And to go back to my point, I am encouraging the Tiashan to dig a little deeper this year to understand what is in your hands. because you will not value what is in your hands until you lose it. Appreciate what you have. Bless what you have. And let us use it for the intent purpose. Bitcoin, when issued in 2009, the value was 0.00. The first 50 Bitcoin did not bear any value. Up until March 2010, Bitcoin was still at 3 cents. Does that mean it was not a coin? Does that mean it was a scam? So now it reaches to 17,000, 20,000, it becomes real? No, coin is not differentiate whether they're authentic or not by their value. They are authenticated by the process that they went through. And so the house is therefore challenged this year to dig deeper, to understand what is in your hands. This year, we should not end the year where we started. We should never end 2023 where we started. Having gone on 3 exchanges and one more in view. You know, the other day I was discussing with the exchange platform and we were talking about the ability to peg the coin to certain value. And so for you to buy a whole coin, it will cost this much, of which you do not really need to buy a whole coin. And so it leaves again with the community. How do we value TAC? How do we really value TAC? Is it possible for we to peg the coin at $1, $5, $20, $100, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000? What is it that the community is willing to accept for what is in their hands? Because as I said, as a community, we are the ones that determine the value of the coin. Bitcoin today is at what? I have not looked at it, but it was around 17, 16, 18,000 Bitcoin. That's what the value. You can buy $10 worth, $20 worth, $50, $100. It's the same thing with TAC. And so as I discuss with the developers of the exchange, all these are things that was discussed. How do we peg the coin so that it does not go below the community value? And so it will be very interesting to hear from the community. At what rate, if possible, do we peg this coin? 20,000, 25,000, 50,000? And should we peg it at that value? It means that who wants to buy it, a whole coin, must buy it at that value. And the value of every coin in your wallet becomes that value. And so it's not the amount of coins that you have, but it's the value of the coin that makes a big difference. Can we push this TAC coin to 100,000 this year? We're talking about the year of abundance. We must be able to do something differently if we are to get a different result. TAC can even go to 1 billion. But how do we get it there? if we do not value or we do not know what we have. People are talking about the diasporan city. I suggested 3,000 as a reference each person. Just as an example, the people begin to cry. Some in the community, where are we going to get that from? It's right in your hands. It's in your hands. We are the ones in the community can decide. And once we become a community of value, once institutional investors, once government realize, this community is not playing, we are the ones that create the standard. Who create Binance standard? Ethereum standard? It's people within the community, within the ecosystem that trade. And so how do we create what we have not able to do since 2019? I put it to the community of Tiashans. How do you and where do you value your TAC? As I go into the discussion, because I should have another discussion tomorrow, they are getting very intense because we are getting closer to the end. Yes, it took us some while. And that is what happened when you're developing something different. When you ask for customization, when you're not copy and pasting, these are the things that happens. And a lot of you must also realize that with the crash of Tether Luno, the debacle of FTX and many other cryptocurrency, a lot of companies today that is no longer. And those that are in operation are barely surviving. They are barely surviving. And so you're again asked, what is the value you have on the coins to which we created as a community? This is Tree of Abundance. As we start out this year of abundance, I have put before you a challenge. How do you value what you have created? How do you value it? And at what value do we peg it that it cannot go below? Because that is an option. This is Tree of Abundance.